Hi, welcome back. Thanks for coming to my channel. This is my Cipro video coming up on 6 months. I want to do an intro today. It's a 1-minute song.
Hurting, but I've been waiting to be there for you, and I'll be there just helping you out whenever I can. Everybody's free. Everybody's free. Oh, yeah, yeah. Everybody's free. Everybody's free. Oh, yeah. To feel good. Oh, to feel good.
Welcome back to my Cipro video. This is 6 months. Feeling a little better out there, Cipro world. I'm not 100% yet. I'd say 35-40%. Really not even a shadow of what I used to be, which is not good news if you're early on in this. But compared to 0% or 1%, I'm doing very well. I'm doing much better. I'm going to give a brief rundown of what's been working and some of the latest developments in my life relative to Cipro. So I started to, first of all, continue with the magnesium. I'm on a magnesium glycinate. I don't want to show the bottles because I'm not an advocate for any brand. I'm not trying to sell anything for any companies. I'm continuing to take the magnesium glycinate, about double the daily dose. I did begin an NAC supplement, which is supposed to help with the cognitive and psychiatric stuff. A good probiotic. I finally bumped up the probiotic treatment, and in conjunction with the yogurt and the kefir, however the hell you pronounce that dairy drink. I also began an actual probiotic supplement, a 15-strain supplement. It's about $30 a month. And PQQ and CoQ10 combination supplements. So those are the only 4 that I'm on right now, and also the spray, a topical spray for the tendon issues. So I've been using those every day. The NAC and the probiotics did seem to cause something to change, to improve my cognition, the brain fog. I'm not completely clear yet, but I feel strongly that I needed to address my gut health sooner. So I kind of dropped the ball on that. The stuff I can get at the grocery store wasn't really getting it. That probiotic supplement and the NAC both seemed to have a good effect, to have a pretty rapid effect. 4 or 5 days, I did notice a significant improvement. So I'm going to continue to take those. As far as support and reaching out to people, folks are beginning to watch these videos. Again, I am at 6 months. This is happening to people around the world. Since I began making these videos, I have made friends with Romanians, a Romanian living in London, a good friend of mine, shout out to Julian. A Canadian friend of mine, we call him Az. He's in Winnipeg, if I'm not mistaken, moving home soon. It's just happened to him up in Canada. He found these videos. And from that core, we've also made friends with some other people in Europe. So this is happening to a lot of people. And we've had some good Facebook groups on Messenger on the phone here. Sometimes 4 or 5 of us in a chat. It looks ridiculous. It looks like an old episode of the Brady Bunch. If all my old heads out there remember the old TV show where there's all these blocks of people and we're all looking down and looking up. But it's good. It's good because everybody's in a different place. Everybody's in a different country. Everybody's in a different age. Everybody's had different dosages. Some of us only had a few. Some of us had a lot. Some of us figured it out quick. Some of us caught on a little later. Some of us have more problems with the psychiatric symptoms upstairs, the brain fog, the cognition, and emotional problems. Some of us have more physical problems. Some of us have all of it. But we're able to reach out and be supportive with each other. It's been a very good experience, and I'm happy that I have friends now. And it has a lot of value reaching out and feeling validated by people, wherever they live, whoever they are, to know that other people have gone through this and are going through this. And so use the internet. If you're new to this, if you're coming around, if you don't know what the hell is wrong with you, if you're trying to figure everything out, you don't have to be my friend. You don't have to be their friend, but find people online that resonate with you, and group up with them. Line up with them, become friends, reach out. You need support. Chances are, even if you have people in your life, like I do, who are trying to be supportive and trying to understand it, they don't deny that it's actually happening. I know some people have friends and family and loved ones that don't even really believe that Cipro caused it, or they're listening to the feedback from the doctors, which is often that Cipro isn't the problem when we know it is. Even if you have people close to you that understand there's something wrong with you, it's different to connect with people that are actually going through it, because we really understand the devastation, the pain, the fear, the trauma. Everybody's going through it in their own way. We're all in our different places. I think from a mental health perspective that all of us are dealing with at least, mild to moderate PTSD. The trauma from this, the fear, the doubt, the uncertainty, the chronic pain, whatever impact that it's had on your life. This is often in conjunction with this drug causes adrenal fatigue. It aggravates our stress response such to the point where we can't deal with daily normal stimulation. So you become emotional, fearful. You suddenly have changes in your perception. So we've all gone through that, at least the people that I'm grouped up with, and I think most of us experiencing this ordeal. We're at different places with that, but we get it. So reach out to people. Feel free to leave comments. However long this video is posted, I will revisit the page and make an effort to reach out and be a part of the community of people that have been poisoned by this antibiotic. Poison. You've been poisoned. So, supplements. Been taking the supplements. I've reached out and had people come to me, and I've gone to people, and we've been able to create a good support group. I'm still not working yet. I feel my strength coming back each day. At 6 months, I still have tendinopathy, particularly in my ankles, also in my shoulder, in my arms, wrists, neck. Still have neck problems. I haven't done the therapy yet. My PCP set me up for therapy at the hospital for my neck. Up to this point, all of my tests have been negative, all the x-rays and blood work. I haven't actually followed through much with the medical community. I do visit my PCP and I do see a neurologist, but they're not much help with Cipro. My PCP did at least admit here in the United States that it can cause tendinopathy, but she clearly doesn't understand the magnitude of devastation that it has caused and that it can cause people. But she's workable. She's someone who does appear to she's trying to help me, but I don't think she quite gets it, but that's okay. I don't hate all doctors just because this has happened, but this has changed my perception of the medical community, obviously. focused a lot on supplements, those that I listed at the beginning of the video. We did meet a German young lady that was a nurse, and she's currently in medical school. She's a good source of information for diet, for supplements, relevant medical information. So there are a lot of people out there that this is happening to that can become sources of information. When you realize that the medical community, they may not necessarily be trying to hurt you, but they're not going to be a lot of help in most cases. This is coming from now my experience with people that are all over the world, all over Europe. They're getting kind of the same feedback that I am. They're kind of taking their treatment into their own hands as much as they can. You're going to have to learn a lot about this on your own in videos like this, and certainly several other videos. There are a lot of people out there that know a lot of stuff that I don't. I'm just sharing my own personal experience and what's been helpful to me, working for me. I am going to try something called BPC 157. It's a peptide. It's injected into the skin. It is legal in the United States. I purchased it on Amazon. It's not technically sold for human use, but I've done my homework. I'm going to reconstitute it and make an injectable solution and begin to treat myself with the BPC 157 peptide. The science behind it is very good. This does seem a bit radical, I admit. It seems a little bit extreme, but I feel confident in what I've read that this is a good treatment. And if I had good money, better insurance, and better doctors, this is something that they would have been trying with me perhaps months ago when I really needed it the most. But I'm still having this nagging problem with my ankles in particular, and I need my legs back. So I'm going to try this. In the next video that I make, I'll follow up and let you know how that's going. It should take a week or two to begin to notice an effect, but essentially it helps regenerate and heal tissue at an accelerated rate. The science is very good behind it. It also has beneficial effects for the gut and for the brain. You can ingest it orally out of the syringe. It's a very good substance to introduce into the body at the proper dosage. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to target my ankles at first and see where that goes. So that should be here in a few days. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm waiting for it right now. I do have a couple of friends that are in the medical field. They're going to help me. They're going to give me a crash course in subcutaneous injections. So let's see what happens, right? That's about all I have to report right now. This is going to be a pretty short video. Again, I'm coming up on 6 months. The brain fog is clearing. I think that the NAC and the probiotic did help that. Briefly, the probiotics are essential not only for your gut, but for your cognitive function, for your brain. There is a strong link. This is backed up by recent peer-reviewed research. There is a strong link between the gut and the brain. Your mood, your appetite, your sharpness and concentration and cognition, all of these things, your serotonin production, are all associated with your gut health. So if your gut is in bad shape and this Cipro causes a problem with the gut, then you need to get that back on track. So as strange as that sounds, if you treat your gut, it can improve your brain. So that probiotic did make a difference for me. I want to go ahead and report that truthfully, that for about 4 or 5 days worth of that probiotic, a 15 strain probiotic, was about $30 for the bottle. All this stuff is on Amazon. I noticed a difference. There was a lot of activity going on down there, and then my brain fog cleared up a little bit. It significantly improved quickly. So I want to emphasize, work on your gut, get a good probiotic supplement. There's even more expensive supplements out there than the one that I'm using. But especially if you're early on, you need to go ahead and work on getting your gut repaired. And the stuff you can get at the grocery store is not powerful enough. So go ahead and drop a little money and get that supplement, a good probiotic, 15 to 20 strains, and get started on that. 6 months, symptoms are beginning to improve. Everything is gradually improving for me. My whole body pain, the tendinopathy, the joint pain, but I have all of it. I don't have the severe symptoms that I had initially with the reaction. If you recall from old videos, when I was initially poisoned in the first 7 to 14 days, I had tachycardia, racing heart, hallucinations, dizziness, intracranial pressure, a lot of severe and very scary symptoms. All that stuff is gone. But what I do have left is brain fog, some dullness on my cognition. I'm not quite as sharp as I was. I still have some vision problems, floaters and flashers in my eyes that I didn't have before. Some floaters before all this, but nothing like this. My vision took a hit. It does seem to be improving. I should probably get it checked out, but I still have some floaters. Still have some brain fog at 6 months. I still have ankle pain. I still have shoulder pain, wrist pain, elbow pain, neck pain, joint pain. So I'm not back. I'm not healed yet. I don't want to fucking, excuse my language, I don't want to take the air out of the sails here. I'm at 6 months, and I'm not my old self again, but I'm certainly not stuck over there in the bed having people bring food and coffee to me. I can move again. I'm up and moving around. I can get to the park. I can do 3,000 or 4,000 steps a day right now consistently. So that is an improvement. I did hit 10,000 steps twice, but I paid the price for that. So I'm still recovering with this tendon stuff. It's a long road with tendon injuries. If you have tendon inflammation and tendinopathy, it's going to be a long, long ride. Long ride. Long ride. But it's improving. So look at that both ways. It sucks. It's still 6 months. I'm not back yet. I can't go running. I can't do anything and be as active as I was. But I can get out. I can go to the store. I can walk around the house. I can go to the park and walk a little bit. I can get my groceries and handle my business. Do what I need to do right now to survive, to stay out front of it. And that's where I'm at. So, still some brain fog, still some vision problems, still tendinopathy. Most of my connective tissue still gives me problems. I'm going to try the therapy. I should call the hospital. I did have an order written by my doctor for neck therapy because I was complaining about grinding. And a couple of the other folks that I've met are also complaining about some neck problems, some grinding in their neck. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. It freaks me out. I don't like that noise. So I'm going to try to go get some help with that. So some joint stuff. It just kind of feels like you're an old person, you know. But I feel like I'm getting younger again. Like I'm marching back from 80 back to 40. And I think I'm back at about 60 right now. That makes sense. Not great. Not where I could be if that had happened. But certainly much better than I was. So I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm not sure what else to add to it. Things are getting better. It's a long ride. Reach out to people. Make friends. I love you. God bless you. If you're going through it, people care. Reach out. Be strong. Don't give up. And I'll make a new video soon. Thanks for following. Have a good night.